What's up, TPE fam? The Daily Dose is about to get started, but I wanted to come on and just tell you guys, just in case you didn't know, the Daily Dose broadcasts Monday through Friday at 4:30 via Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitch. And so if you're on any of those platforms, you get the opportunity to watch this show live. We're here to help you get better. I'm talking to seasoned leaders, new leaders, entrepreneurs, managers, whatever it is that you're doing. We have something here at the TPE in the Daily Dose for you. Also, on the following day, the previous day's episode can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you consume podcasts. So get tapped in with the Daily Dose so we can help you pivot into your next. Get ready to enjoy the upcoming Daily Dose.
What's up, TPE family? It's time for us to get a little better with the Daily Dose of Leadership with Alex Seal. Let's go!
What's up and what's happening, TPE fam? We're back with another Daily Dose of Leadership where our aim is just to continue to get better each and every day. My name is Alex Seal, and I've had the opportunity to work for one of the world's most caring brands for over 20 years, in fact. Also, my wife and I have had the opportunity to develop businesses and leadership opportunities outside of our work to help grow us, help us pivot into our next, and help other people get better and grow. And so this is the Daily Dose where we deliver on those experiences and we pull from what's going on in our world and the things around us to be able to give you something that hopefully you can take with you and apply to your organization, apply to your life so you can get better at whatever it is that you are trying to get done or trying to accomplish. And so I want to pull from something that's been happening in the media recently. There has been a stir in the college football across this country, and I'm talking about Prime Time, Coach Prime. I'm talking about none other than the Colorado Buffaloes, who went 1-11 last year, came out this year in the season opener and beat TCU, who was in the national championship game last year, under the leadership of Coach Deion Sanders. And this story to me has just been very remarkable. I follow, and it does cliche kind of in my head at least, that I don't really have a favorite team. I just like excellence. When I look at Alabama, I look at Tom Brady, I look at San Antonio Spurs, when I look at there's a couple of teams that just either in the short term, when you talk about, look at the Warriors, just that this last decade of dominance, or when you look at the Lakers in terms of just like being an organization for decades that has been about excellence and has won championships at least, in some piece of the decade or not. But it's, I like and gravitate towards a certain level of excellence. And Deion Sanders has always been a depiction of that, man, and what excellence looks like and what being a winner looks like. And I just love how he just speaks from a place of he is very confident, understands who he is and what he's here to do. But I want to focus on one piece of this story where they talk about how Deion doesn't put, or Coach Prime doesn't put C's on their his players' jerseys. He puts L's and D's, and these letters stand for Leaders and Dawgs. And so, like, to me, man, and I just, and this kind of just spurred this Daily Dose topic because I was going to my phone getting ready to look at something, and that was on the news feed, and I was like, you know what, that's the perfect topic for today's Daily Dose, because I really do feel like on our teams, within ourselves, there has to be those two elements, either a concentration of a segment of your team who are dogs, a concentration of your team who are leaders, or just within yourself being able to, once you acquire some experience and acquire some knowledge, to be able to activate those pieces when necessary. So I just wanted to kind of, beyond just the words themselves, Leaders and Dawgs, and give my perspective on what those two words mean and how important they are in the context of your organization. Number one, when I think about the word leaders, this is the person who is casting vision and is great at operationally. They're sound operationally. They can get the job done, but they are partnering with the source of leadership to develop vision that's relevant and cast it to everyone else, right? And then when I think about dogs, I'm thinking about the person who understands the vision and that just gets it done. Like, this person understands what we're here to do organizationally. They understand what it is that we are trying to and attempt to do as a team. But they are the folks on the team. Is like, all right, what needs to get done? Let's go do it. And they're good at it. And so I think every successful team has a great blend of individuals who concentrate in the area of leadership. This might be your coaching staff, head coach for sure, quarterback, different positions on the field that are responsible for decision making, considering a lot of factors all at once, those individuals, right? And then there might be a concentration of people who just get it done. Like, when you think about the skilled positions on the field, or just in any arena, you want people who are talented enough to be able to do all of the specifics of the job, but then do it at a pace that's efficient for whatever volume that you're taking on. This is applicable in any arena. It doesn't matter what you're doing. There is some level of efficiency that's being measured, particularly now, as every company is measuring the efficiency of their employees. And so your ability to get things done at a rapid pace, as if you was a dog, is very, very valuable, especially, it's just in my opinion. So those two things, I think, are the overarching topics or thoughts or themes in those two words, leaders and dogs. And then the next thing I think about when I think about leaders, I think about people who keep people aligned. Leaders have a vision, and they have a lens that is more than of themselves, or just more than just the people who are in their immediate proximity. As a leader, you're responsible for everybody on your team. Of course, there might be some division of that responsibility, but it depends on how you are in the organization or in the hierarchy. You might be responsible for the context of everyone. And so it is crucial that with that responsibility comes the idea that you need to keep people aligned. You need to keep people focused on what the goal is, what the vision is, and what you're trying to get accomplished. So that's the word I think about, that word, right? And then so when I think about a dog, that's the person who takes on a little bit more than what they're initially asked to do. As the leaders keeping people aligned, the dog, the person who is labeled that dog, they're going to look at what their primary responsibilities are, and then they're going to look at what other people, how can they help other people sustain at a level in which it doesn't deter, it doesn't take away from their efficiency, but it also just pushes everyone forward. And so that's what you're looking for. That's when I think about the term dog. I think about that, that type of mentality. I got one more comparison, and then I'll wrap up this dose, man. When I think about leaders, we think about the ability to adjust on the fly, to be agile, to, there's a plan in place, but then some things happened on our side, some things that we didn't anticipate happened on the other side of the coin, and we have to make some adjustments. The leader is a person who is probably most likely tasked to make those adjustments and make those things work within the moment. And so when I hear that L in leader, that's one of the things and qualities that I think about. When I think about a dog, like when we talk about going back to Dion and the team, we talk about Travis Hunter, and that's someone who everybody's that he got that dog in him, and for him to have that interception at the end of the game that kind of just iced the game, that sealed the game, like that showed that he had the ability, he had the confidence to show up big when necessary. And so there's moments in your organization where you either shorthanded, you might not have enough intellectual power around you, you might not have enough of what you need to get the job done in place. And that dog is a person who recognizes that, or if they don't recognize it when approached about it, is a person to say, oh, I'm gonna be able to do this and that, so let's, and then get other people and motivate other folks to want to do more and push and do. And so, man, those are the things that, when I've been looking at all the things that Coach Prime has been doing, all the stuff that's been going on, just, ever since their win against TCU, when I hear about this one particular thing where he doesn't do captains, he does leaders and dogs, this is kind of where my mind goes to when I think about our organizations, our businesses, just what we do. How does those things appear and what it is that we do, and how do we recognize those things? How do we build upon those things? How do we sharpen, appreciate, acknowledge those things? And so, yeah, man, that's my spiel today. I hope something was said that you can take away from this daily dose. Definitely my aim is to help you as the leader, you as a business owner, get better each and every day. Don't forget to head over to tpenow.com, tpenow.com. And if you want to help your team or yourself continue to grow, continue to get better, continue to just fulfill what it is that you're trying to do, let's set up a discovery call and let's talk about how can we help you pivot into your next. The discovery call is absolutely free. It lasts about 15-20 minutes or so, and we can have a discussion about where you are in your life as it relates to your leadership or your business or your organization, and how can the services that we offer and the coaches that we have can help you get into the next space in your life. And so definitely excited about what we have to offer at the TPE. Definitely excited about your future engagement and future involvement in what those things are. Our aim is to help you get better, and I believe we have the tools and the resources just to do just that. And so connect with us again at tpenow.com. I look forward to hearing from you, and until next time, TPE family, peace.